right, and here we are, guys, on Tal'Darim Altar, and down to the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have our blue Protoss player hailing from SK, formerly of OGS. It is MC. And a guy you're going to see at IPL4, as a matter of fact. And his opponent in the upper left-hand corner, our red Zerg player from Empire and reigning champion of IPL Fight Club, but down 2-1 today. It is Violet.
Now, are we going to see Violet at IPL4? I'm
I
losing track of all the people that
I
are coming.
don't know offhand. I mean, I'm hoping he's in the U.S. He's been on a tear lately. I'm hoping he's going to be there. I actually have to check the open bracket again, but it's not. Nothing in me is saying yes. I think he's going to be there.
He was at IPL3, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yes,
okay.
before Empire picked him up. It was he was still sporting the.
He was a free agent.
No, he was sporting the jacket from the Filipino team, the same one that was Team AZK.
Oh,
that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He had like a loose affiliation with them.
While. Yeah, yep, he was. Yep.
All right. Well, let's see here now as MC going ahead and scouting on the pylon. He's going to check wrong direction first, but we'll find his opponent momentarily, and we'll see if Violet wants to do some sort of a drone scout this go-around. Of course, we know that there's already a pylon back at home, so it's not going to be the cheesiest of builds from MC, but still better to be safe than sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yep, and we're definitely going to see Violet, scout a lot more diligently this time around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did last time, too, but he also tried to cheese, so... And so will we just see a straight-up standard game this time?
Well, MC's sending out 2 probe scouts right now. He really wants to find his opponent and find him quick.
Well, he wants to make sure he's not getting a 6-pooled or something. It's as weird as it sounds, it's actually a pretty common ZVP strat on this map just because it's so big. No one would ever 6-pool, but that actually just makes Zerg 6-pool, so...
No one expects a Spanish Inquisition and or the 6-pool, so...
Man, MC sit in the comfy chair.
If the Inquisitor 6-pooled, it would have made them much more fearsome, I think. But
maybe.
I don't know. Let's see. It's
pretty easy to stop once you know how.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, MC picks up on the expansion, I do believe. Let's steal his vision. Yep, got in range just to see the edge. Saw only the edge enough so that the creep that was immediately around it didn't even pop up.
Wow.
So turned around right away, and I think he's going to try and cannon rush this as he has 1 probe parking underneath.
He could. He certainly could. He hasn't built a forge yet, though. So.
He has. He actually started with that, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. It looked like a pylon from my angle on the mini-map here.
All right, nope. He decides, he thinks better of it and decides just to run away.
It's like, it's just not fun anymore.
You're no fun anymore.
Oh, does get in for a little bit more of a scout, and doesn't really see a whole lot.
Oh,
I don't know what he's doing here. He's, okay.
Well,
that
proxy hatchery off to the right.
Like,
you really got to watch out for that.
No hidden spire at 4 minutes in the game. Who knew? There you go.
Well, let's see here now as MC's putting up his gateway as well. Looks like there's a little gap right there where a couple of units can make it and directly attack the photon cannon, but shouldn't be that big of a concern. 2 assimilators finishing up and everything looking pretty predictable now for MC.
Yep, more or less. So... looks like we're going to have a fairly standard game here. And Violet, of course, going after those destructible rocks very quickly. Wants to get that 3rd base up and running ASAP as soon as possible.
Has no idea what his opponent is doing, though.
Yep. No idea. That's okay, though. And actually, no, it's not. But we'll just say
I was about to say. I was like, well.
Because we like equilibrium.
All right.
In the world here. So a little bit of a gap that'll be filled by some sort of unit at some point by MC, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yep. And let's see, Violet, is he playing in our Yeoli map tournament? I believe he is.
Yeah, I think so.
He is? Okay, cool. So we're going to have to... that'll be fun. I can't wait to see how Violet handles those old maps like Desert Oasis and all that. That is going to be... Well, I'm so happy that tournament is becoming reality now.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, a few of the players I'm really looking to see how they, go from... use standard strats, I guess, on those old maps, or if they fall back to their old favorites, something like that. But
well, the thing is, it'll be funny if they try to do some of those old strategies. I bet a lot of them haven't done them for over a year. So how messy is it going to be? It's going to be a very interesting tournament, to say the least. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
WBC will do the same thing as always, but
he might not cannon every game, but he's the best person in the world at it. So why not, man?
That is true.
It's why I invited him.
All right.
I'm like, bring your cannons, WBC. You're going to need them.
Oh, God. Gratuitous flexing image now. But,
I said cannons, not guns.
Well, let's see here, though, as the Zerglings decide not to pressure in up at the front, so MC going to hold And it looks like he's going to go up to 4 gates, so kind of a repeat of what we saw in game number 1, as he's going to try and deny that third very, very quickly. And probes off to the left, and a good spot to hide this pylon because it's not going to be threatened very easily or picked up on, but he can still warp units very close to that third.
Yep. Very true.
And he's starting to pick away at the Overlord, but he's going to need to worry more about the Zerglings that are coming down here in a second. This actually maybe the Stalker's going to have to run away.
Speed. Ooh. Yep, Stalker's actually going to die.
Yeah,
bye-bye. That was a good move by Violet, too, not to show how many Lings he actually had. If you notice, he only sent 4 there.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh yeah, MC, I'm not making a whole lot. Come and attack me. And okay, so now MC might have seen a few more Lings, but will that change his mind? He's actually going for a Twilight Council, so yeah, he's not going to be going for any sort of 4-gate pressure.
Yep.
A little bit of a mistake by Violet showing all those Lings early on, but...
Yeah, immediately decided to put down 2 gas Twilight Council, and he'll be moving into +2 and probably Blink here in just a bit. Could certainly switch things up on us and add in a Robo, but sitting off of those 4 warp gates at the beginning, as the Zerglings trying to make their way in. They may catch a couple of Zealots, though, and it looks like they are. Photon Cannon going to pick away at a couple of the Zerglings, but a good win there for Violet.
Yeah, not bad. You get to pick off a couple Zealots. Doesn't hurt one bit. MC, though, what a great job he's been doing. Well, especially with this little counterattack pressure here, too, but just sending out probe after probe to make sure he knew exactly what was going on. Very good play so far from MC, and look out, Queen.
Queen's just turning and fighting. What are you doing?
No. Violet not reacting anywhere near in time. That Queen has 1 hit point, and...
got off creep for a little while and does go down. Looks like the Spore Crawler going to fall as well.
He needs to cancel that. He needs to cancel... Oh, he doesn't cancel the Spore Crawler.
A little interesting, as all the Zerglings are have been gone through now, especially with this +1 Zealot attack. So,
well, he can micro this pretty well. He shouldn't lose any of these roaches if he micros well. Looks like he will end up losing 1.
Yeah,
because he's got a lot to do. He's a Zerg player. They've got a lot to do when they play.
That's true. That's true. Feel that was a dig at us Protoss players, but we have things to do as well.
It's just a
look at
fact.
Look how low.
Crap!
No, he has Chrono Boost saved up on that one. Damn it. I think it's going to go for 7-gate Robo with Blink +2 once again. So,
well, we don't need that much power.
It's true.
Trying to reduce their power consumption.
That's good.
Sentry's very conscious about their carbon footprint. You know.
Very true. Very true. Very green sentries there.
That's right. So. After like your next cannon, sitting there using energy.
Just staring it down. My God.
I know.
A little standoff there, but
creepy.
Protoss Rebellion, I suppose.
Violet does find the pylon on the left side, so that's good at least. He doesn't need to worry about any more little counterattacks from that point.
Yep. Pylon's finishing up, though, for MC, though, so he's going to have his supply limit raised here in just a bit. Looks like he's intending to expand as well. Of course, 7 gates with that pylon over there may just want to make his opponent think he's going to expand as well. Yep. Because with 7 gates, that Robo, +3 weapons, Blink, all that jazz, it's going to be incredibly taxing on his economy.
And look at this. Violet sending some Lings into the 3rd base area, so he's going to see this and be like, oh, you're planning to expand, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, getting Lings a little bit not chased. Well, chased a little bit, but trapped is more accurate of a term.
Yes.
And so will MC expand? Certainly has enough resources to do it, and yes, he will. He will actually put down a Nexus there. All right, so...
Now, a lot of Protoss players lately...
or not.
Zerglings are trying to come to kill the probe, and they do. It's going to cause another probe off the line, and that expansion will eventually go down, but effectively denied for another 15 seconds, so a good use of units there by Violet. But,
you know, overall, Violet has taken very little pressure this game from MC.
Yep. I mean, they lost that Queen, but that was about all.
Yeah.
So, Macro Hatch coming up now for Violet. And he's actually already adding in a ton of infestors at this stage of the game. Of course, his supply is a little bit lower than if he were going for that roach powering strategy, but he wants to make sure he hits that high tech very quickly.
He's going for burrowed movement as well for the roaches, so everything will be able to move underground here. Now, how many workers does Violet have? I just want to check. Okay, he's sitting on 71 drones, and that's about normal. If you're going to kind of sit on 3 bases for a while, 70 drones is usually the order of business here. So he's got enough. Doesn't need to make any for a while here until his other bases finish.
Now, interesting from Violet here, too. I half expected him to go mutas on this map. You know, he was preparing for air and things along those lines, but picking Tal'Darim Altar, it's a map that's so good for muta play in ZVP.
You know, that's actually true. We've seen a lot of Zergs dominate with Mutalisks on this map. So now I had completely forgotten about that. But yeah, now that you mentioned that, that's actually a little bit surprising that he didn't go for mutas. He's not a big muta player in ZVP anyway, but
no,
it's
he's
a great
not.
map for it. So,
but he is on 190 supply now and moving over to
There's
a Spire.
All right. You know, you can switch into mutas after doing something like this if you save up enough, but this is probably just going to be eventually Broodlords.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. We'll see here, though.
Unless he has an opportunity to make mutas. It's possible. If he kills off a lot of Stalkers, has a lot of resources saved up, could definitely switch into mutas. That'd be fine.
Fourth base is coming up, and look at that. Violet is now maxed, of course, sitting on some incredibly high energy infestors, but not able to make those in quite yet. MC, though, gonna have to start expending some units, some resources on units, what I meant to say. He's got a little choke point to work with here, and we'll see if he can continue to partition off these groups of roaches. That was a good little win for him right there.
Yeah, you know, he's got the burrow movement as well, so he could burrow under those force fields if he wanted to, but I think he's just feeling not the most confident right now about this attack, and yeah, we're probably just going to see some Corruptors come down once the Spire finishes, and then he should be in great shape to attack this. If we can take out that Colossus, he'll be awesome.
Could go to Hive if he wants to, but not allocating the resources right now, saving that for the time being. He does have a ton of minerals saved up, and not a lot being spent, and he's giving time for MC to build up that devastating Protoss army. He was at an 80-something supply advantage, but he didn't feel like he had the opportunity to trade efficiently enough, so he kind of laid off for a little while there, and MC certainly making the most of his opportunities.
Yep. Yeah, MC's going to be in great shape, completely walling off that area. I'm pretty sure that's it with the pylon on the right side of the geyser there.
There it
that
is.
Should be a complete wall off. And so Hive is on the way, and also 9 Corruptors, and that's about as many as he should need for the amount of Colossi that MC has.
Another player that's going to be at IPL4, though, figure I should mention.
Yep.
So.
And MMA as well, another player whose name starts with M.
That's
and
true.
MVP, another one.
Yeah, all the top players.
See, that's really how you become a great StarCraft 2 player, is you have a name that starts with M.
Oh, do you have any accounts that start with M?
No.
Sorry, you just can't become a great StarCraft player then. Okay. That's the only reason.
I've known that for a long time now, actually. That's fine.
I was trying to put it on the on the name, though. Man, and then you took it and you dunked it yourself.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. From downtown.
A little bit of Stockton the Malone action there. All right. In NBA Jam, I always had to create your own character. It was always a cow, and it was always nicknamed Bubba. I have no idea why.
That's
random side
strange
fact about me.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I figured you'd like to know. All right, well, here comes a pretty good-sized attack from Violet. All of those infestors are max energy at the moment. We have Warp Prism with Warp Prism speed coming up as well. We'll see if they can get the engagement they want. So many roaches trapped in a tiny little area. The Colossi actually doing a ton of damage. However, these Corruptors have not had any damage really done to them, but a good job to blink back from MC to pick a few of those off.
Yeah, a little bit of mistake by Violet. You have to be so careful not to lose those Corruptors or suddenly your attack is not going to work out so well, and Violet needs to pull away here. Yeah, he's done about as much damage as he can. Oh, the Colossus getting a little bit ahead, but yeah, Violet not taking advantage of that, making a lot more roaches and Corruptors on the way. This is actually perfectly fine for Violet. If MC chases with this, he might be in for a bit of trouble, although he is picking off quite a lot with the blinks. Yeah, never mind.
Those Corruptors going down. That's pretty good.
I'm surprised I'm surprised Violet isn't using more Fungals against us here.
Yeah, let's see. As more units are reinforcing from the side as well with that Warp Prism. So MC almost max. I don't believe he's sitting on Templar tech at the moment, though, so he's just on Robo Gateway, but without those Templar. Yeah, no Templar quite yet.
Here we go. Fungal growth. Yep, getting some of those Stalkers here. He's going to need to keep it up. He needs to be careful with those Infestors.
Yeah, he really does, and these Corruptors need to fall here momentarily as the Colossi are starting to get picked away, and they are, in fact, the Corruptors going down pretty quickly. The Roaches haven't really amounted to a hill of beans yet, and the Colossi are starting to...
crazy world.
Yes, this crazy, crazy world. And, wow, Violet taking a huge amount of damage. He is reinforcing with 37 Roaches at the moment, and is only limited by larvae, it appears. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, is that you make a lot of Roaches like that at this point in the game. You're like, yeah, I have so many Roaches. And then they come out like 5 or 6 at a time and die. But MC's army is just small enough, actually, that he's going to need to come back.
Nice job
build up a little bit more.
Picking off these creep tumors, this little creep highway, the creep highway that was moving through the middle of the map. More Colossi being added on now. And we do have the Greater Spire coming up as Violet's sitting on 6 Corruptors for now.
MC being a little bit bold here.
Yeah, he is.
With this army, too. Keeping it out on the map like that. I love that he's taking the time to get rid of all the creep, too, though. That's going to help quite a bit.
Very important.
Yep.
And he's moving up without... Oh, wow, Colossus is sitting in the back, and he's going to have to watch out for that, as those Roaches may be able to swing around here in a second.
Yeah, barely gets there in time. Still a lot of Roaches there. So many Stalkers for MC, though. Yeah. Stalkers really are the deadliest unit in ZVP. I mean,
yeah.
Say what you want about Templar and Colossus, but it's really the Blink Stalkers that do all the damage.
All right, well, MC blinking a few of those to the back. Doesn't want to engage quite yet. I believe he has another Colossus that's trundling across the map right now, and yes, he does. But he's really got to watch out. Oh, don't run headlong into the roaches.
Yep, that gets picked off. Ooh. And, the blink ahead, though.
Yeah, it comes at the cost of 3 roaches, but 3 roaches for a Colossus. You make that trade every day.
7 Broodlords on the way here for Violet right now.
Uh-oh.
But will they get out in time? That's a long morph, and I think the Stalkers might be able to get there in time to take them down.
Let's see, they're just sitting overhead. We'll see if MC realizes this. He can spot those. He's got to make his way up there right now. The roaches pick off the Colossus at the back. Nice job by MC to go ahead and cut off the reinforcement path from those. Oh, and he's going to pick off the Broodlord so quickly. Just a handful remaining on the field, and those are not going to be a threat at all.
Yeah, MC has kind of trapped his units in here, but it doesn't matter. His army is so big. They love being trapped, and I think we're going to see MC take this game. Violet making 26 roaches, but they're just going to come out kind of piecemeal. He's not going to be able to really group things up like he wants to.
That was such a huge decision out of MC to blink forward and pick off those Broodlords as well. This fight would have been a lot different had those been up there. As it is, Violet's going to kill a few Stalkers, but MC is going to be able to clean up bases here. He's already killed the natural. He's going to kill the third here in just a second as well. Could take out all of the tech over at the main in addition.
Yep. I think it's not looking too good for Violet, fortunately, here at this point.
No,
MC
not at all.
Looks like he should be able to take this game, get another win here, and then just be 1 win away, actually 2 wins away.
Yeah.
It's best of 9.
It is indeed.
Violet trying to cut off reinforcements down there in the middle, and he does an okay job with that, but yeah, MC's got the high ground. Violet's supply continuing to fall here over time. GG.
Wow.